Welcome back to More Edition. You guys have a real treat this morning. On my left, Colonel John Cluck, Wing Commander for the 139th. On my right, Abe Forney, General Manager. These two received quite the award just last week in a conference in Las Vegas. I actually had a chance to go over to the base a little bit earlier this week and find out a little bit more. Let's take a look at that report.
So what that means is out of all of the military air shows that happened in that season, they thought we were the best. A bunch of things contribute to that. Obviously, putting on a good show, having a good plan beforehand, which is impossible without a great team. Having the support of the community is actually a huge factor that they look at.
The show was free, but attendees still donated around $6 grand to the local United Way at the entrance gates.
Everybody loves the headliners, the Thunderbirds. They put on a great show every year. The jet truck is always a big crowd pleaser. People love that. You just don't expect a semi-truck to go flying down the runway as fast as an airplane. One of my favorite performers this year was Kent Peach in the Jelly Belly, that little yellow airplane that could.
There is some good news this summer. Rosecrans will host a small air show in mid-July.
We're going to have a bunch of World War II bombers and warbirds flying in. We'll have Doc, the big B-29 from Wichita. We'll have the Texas Raiders, B-17.
The next big Sound of Speed air show is tentatively scheduled for the summer of 2024, which is a year later than normal because of a runway construction project in 2023.
And that is just one of the coolest things that's happened this year. That if you were at that show last year, I mean, it's just spectacular. And it's one of those things, you see it every day.
Well, it never gets old, though.
Yeah, I'm sure. but it's, for like layman like me, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so spectacular. It's the closest I think you get to seeing like superheroes like actually out there. Abe, you got to receive this award in Vegas.
Sure. Yeah.
What was that like?
Well, it was awesome, and I think your enthusiasm to aviation is why we received the award, because the community supports the 139th and they love air shows. So, I mean, that's pretty much why we got it.
Yeah, and I was talking to Captain Rice about Deputy Director, him along with Owen Compton, reasons I think also why this award came in. But he was like almost a little bit let down because there's the runway project is going to be 2023.
Right.
But that's going to make for a better show in 2024.
Well, it certainly won't hurt. And, the runway keeps the base and the airport viable in the future for many, many generations to come, which will mean more air shows from 24 and years in the future. So we had to really fit that key back into it. So we had this future to look forward to.
Yeah, okay. So since you are the, and Abe, I know you're a pilot too, but you're really our resident expert. What was your favorite part of the air show?
I honestly, I love the B-2 and the B-52 flyovers.
Oh man,
you don't see those very often.
Yeah.
The Thunderbirds are obviously awesome. That was really cool. A lot of the interaction we had with them, and hopefully that's built a relationship that we will continue to explore many, many years to come for future shows.
We've done the there's another shot of the Thunderbirds, and it rattles everywhere inside the cockpit. Oh man, it's so cool, Blue Angels too back in 2018.
Yep.
And I don't know, can you really pick one's better than the other? I don't know. I guess we have to support probably the Thunderbirds Air Force, right?
Well, we don't want to pick favorites. We want them both to come.
Oh,
so,
sure.
Well, what's most important is both the teams think that we're the most important. So they want to come back to us. Winning this award is huge. There's a lot of air shows every year, and we got the best show for the Thunderbirds of the year.
One of the cool things I remember seeing out there, just personal favorite, was that jet truck, because it's shooting down the runway, and then they actually have a plane come
fly, race it.
Yeah, race it. And it's the kids are all it takes the choreography and whatnot of this. It's really cool how they plan this out, but it really does show off the air superiority of the United States military.
I think that's in big part due to the air boss that we hired. Wayne Boggs, best in the business. He's a big fan. Members of the show, they follow where he puts on a show at. And as he comes here, back to the point of, he knows that the city of St. Joe treats him like royalty and wants to come back to every one of these, and that's really important.
And a local charity, we talked about it in that package, United Way, getting about $6 grand in donations, because the air show, you guys put this on for free. It's a military air show. So they call it actually an open house, which is different than a civilian one, which charges money. But people are walking in, and it's the goodwill they're feeling. They're just like, here's some money, drop in the bucket. which is kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah, and I think that's important too. You know, other air shows clearly charge admission, and this is our way of investing some of the funds that we have back into our city to thank you guys for the support that
Yes.
we feel it every day. And I know that you probably don't understand as much as we do, but it's seldom I go out and buy my lunch and things of that nature. People so appreciative of what we offer, and we're trying to pay that back.
Yeah, without the sponsors, there's no way we can do the air show. We have volunteers coming from the United Way. We have the sponsors like you guys and Biozyme, and I'm gonna miss sponsors. So I just appreciate all of them. So yeah,
it's such a fun time. I look forward to it. The thing I'm thinking about is, when it comes to these air shows, I don't know. It's something for the education for the kids out there and whatnot. That one's just entertaining when he's trying to land on top of the truck.
Kent Peach was amazing.
Kent Peach. Yeah, that was Captain Rice said that was his favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Me too.
He was the Jelly Belly guy. He was handing out jelly beans afterwards, and he engaged with the crowd like everybody else does. But he was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we got about a minute left here. Anything else you guys want to make sure we mention to the community out there? I mean, it's just such a cool honor again to be considered best air show, and it's because Thunderbird said St. Joe was their favorite.
Sure. Well, obviously, thanks to the men and women in the uniform that helped put the show on. Thanks to the community for coming out and supporting us. Thanks for the sponsors, and thanks for the volunteers. I mean, this community loves the 139. So
yeah, and like I say, we feel that. But I'd like to not only say it's my honor to represent that, and also help represent the city of St. Joe. It was a big team that put this on. You can't do it every year; it's just too much. Very proud of the men and women of the 139th as they put their back into this to solve this problem. Owen, Julius, the guys that that ran it, Adam, that team that really focused in on it and was our workman. Really proud of them and want to thank them.
Colonel Cluck, Abe, thank you guys for coming on Morning Dish. We really appreciate it. It's so much fun to have you guys here. Anytime you want to come back, please. Hopefully, maybe whenever we get closer to that new air show, the smaller one this summer, maybe we'll get one of these guys back.
That'd be great, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
Warbird tour.
All right.
B-17s and B-25s.
Ooh, man, excited. All right, stay tuned because we're going to get one more look with your favorite part of Morning Edition. Hannah Page, here's a look at that live shot from Union Station. Go Chiefs, it's decked out in red.